Welcome to Minez History in Color. The date is June 30th, 2016. UTC Imperial citizen Icaruis is attempting to spread false information and figuring routes on the forums. 2 weeks later, premiums started to use this route. In doing so, they constantly ran into UTC Imperial citizens and got ganked. After getting bodied multiple times by the UTC, these premiums formed a group called Western Bandit Clan, or WBC. Shortly after forming, WBC declared war on the UTC and announced that the towns Arborton, Aspermont, Pollister, and Frostbane declared independence from the UTC. In response, the UTC conscripted an army to secure its claims. The leader of this army was UTC company member Oblivious Bob. As for the composition of the actual army, almost every active company member and Imperial citizen participated at some point during the war. Despite it being summer, a majority of the UTC had gone inactive. This time period was 3 months prior to the company being flooded with competent cannon fodder by the 234th Regiment, but also after the Princess Rhea controversy that plagued the UTC's 93rd Regiment of Virtues in early to mid-2016. This lack of overall numbers played quite well in the WBC's hand. The UTC was mostly unable to mass large groups of members throughout the early days of the war, resulting in a string of victories for the WBC. While most of these fights were deemed skirmishes by the accounts of the UTC, WBC had killed 5 UTC soldiers and suffered no casualties. In response, the UTC set out on 2 separate strategies to quell the WBC, the first and least successful being the blockading of Pollister. On July 24, 2016, Mr. Pie led a blockade with Icaruis, Yakuza 4, Corrupted Colors, and _Silver. During an hour-and-a-half long blockade, the UTC managed to kill a single, half-leather, half-chain Dawn Brigade member who was loosely affiliated with WBC. The second was a series of hit-and-runs by the UTC. In a string of skirmishes over the course of the next 3 days, WBC sustained 5 casualties without getting a single kill. Albeit 2 of these 5 kills happened at SS, where the UTC claims credit for a kill from someone who was not actually in the UTC, but rather from a loosely allied clan. So for the purpose of this series, of those kills, the one on Toxic will not be counted in the final kill counter. While the UTC did not include the Battle of Pollister 2016 within the time frame of the Icaruis War, in Pollister 2016, a third of the members present for the non-UTC group were ex-WBC members under the leadership of the leader of WBC. Toxic had even gone as far to write the new group's cause also on the forums called Operation Whiteout. In attempts to revive the war against the UTC, members of Operation Whiteout started to gather its people in Pollister. On August 18, 2019, the UTC gathered an army 6 strong in the Loreful Mines Bridge area after scouting a similarly sized group from Operation Whiteout in Pollister. The ensuing fight was a mild victory for the UTC. After this defeat, many members of Operation Whiteout were demoralized and abandoned Toxic's cause. The result for the UTC was a realization that their battle buddy PvP style had become outdated and needed reformation. In the months following the battle, Irish Kaiser would devise a plan to divide communications between Discord and TeamSpeak for the UTC's upcoming Spooky Fest campaign. Now, if anybody out there likes this style of video, I put in a lot more effort than I would have liked. But if people enjoy this style of a video, I will consider doing more. I'm not going to make any promises because I started making this video 2 hours ago and I wrote the whole script and I had to read everything and fact check everything from what I could remember. I guess I'll give a bit of a PS and stories from my side. I really only participated in 2 fights in this. In the actual war itself, I participated in a skirmish in Frostbane where Oblivious Bob shot a guy who was in full chain behind me, and the guy proceeded to then knock me off the Church of Frostbane. That was lovely. And then the second was obviously Pollister 2016 that you saw previously in this video. So I didn't really participate a lot in this. I'm not going to go into details. I basically just had work all summer and wasn't able to get on very much. But if you guys like this style of video, I might do more. It depends how much free time I have and how much I really want to do these. So I'll see you guys later.